Wagwan lovely people, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sharing this split pea soup recipe, but right before I get into this recipe, I'm sharing these few clips of my dad digging the yam. Like this right here is the star of this soup. This yam was so good. Yes. What the yam called?
Renta.
Brenta?
Renta yam.
Renta yam?
Renta, this is the natural renta. Plant in Jamaica, plant it here. Wax it. A nice ethnic soup. This is the right yam that we plant and eat. Renta. White. Twist your renta this. And this is the right time for it to dig. January, February, March. Renta time. So this is the perfect time for it.
So welcome again people. So these are all my ingredients, okay? So I have the green split peas right here and I use a pack and a half. I have all my seasonings. I have some sweet potato, the yam of course. I have spelt flour and unbleached flour right here. And I actually soak the peas before cooking. You don't have to soak it, to be honest, but if you choose to soak it for a few hours, drain that liquid and then add some fresh water. So right here I have carrot and chocho. I have corn, pumpkin, Irish potato, scallion, garlic, scotch bonnet pepper, thyme, and a small piece of ginger. You can choose any green provision of choice, okay? So right here, I'm basically just draining that water from the peas. I'm going to give this a light rinse and then add some fresh water. So right here, I have some water in the pot and I'm making a decent sized pot of soup, but you can always adjust this to fit your liking. So what I'm going to do now is to chop up the garlic and the scallion, add that to the pot, add the peas, and some all-purpose seasonings because we want the peas to cook with taste. So you don't want to add too much seasoning because towards the end we're going to season the pot again. Okay, you just want to add enough so the peas can cook with some flavor and have taste to it. So give this a stir and cover your pot and bring your pot to a boil. Because I soaked the sweet peas, they did not take that long to cook. So make your pot go and bubble, and if you need more water, just add a little bit more water so the peas can cook properly. In that meantime, I'm going to go ahead and prepare all my grown provisions and I'm going to make my dumplings at this point. So I've made dumplings in few of my other videos. This is no different. So you want to gradually add some water to the flour until you form a firm dough. Now this is just flour and water, okay? No salt, because once the dumpling hit the pot, it's going to absorb all that flavor. Okay, so no need to add any extra salt at this point. So at this point the peas cook, and so what I'm going to do is to add the corn, the dumpling. I'm going to prepare the yam and sweet potato and add that as well. And then afterwards, I'm going to add the carrot and the chocho. Make sure you wash your ground provisions before and after you peel them. So after you've added the ground provisions, you want to cover your pot and give this about 10 minutes. In that meantime, I'm going to prepare the pumpkin and the Irish potato. I'm adding these a little bit later because these tend to cook faster and you don't want them to mash out in the pot. Okay, you want decent size to eat by the time the soup finish. Make sure you wash these before and after you cut them. Okay, I leave most of the skin on the pumpkin. I only remove like the defected areas. So right here I'm adding the pumpkin and the Irish potato. I know the pot look like it has way too much food, but once the pot cook, they're going to reduce in size. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, this is a decent sized pot of soup, but you can always adjust this to fit your liking. I like adding a variety of grown provisions to my soup. I like the different texture and the flavor. Okay, so stir this up nicely and give this about 5 to 10 minutes. In that meantime, I'm going to prepare the scallion, the thyme, the scotch bonnet pepper, and the seasonings. So now it's time to season the pot. So I went ahead and washed my thyme, scallion, and scotch bonnet pepper. And I'm also going to add a small piece of ginger which I grated. So after you add the thyme, the scallion, and the scotch bonnet pepper, it's time to season the pot. So add your all-purpose seasoning, smoked paprika, coriander, and season this to your liking, okay? I will be putting the full list of ingredients in the description, so make sure you check that out. So after you have added your seasonings, you want to cover this and give this roughly 15 minutes so the flavors can come together nicely. So split pea soup is ready to be served. This smells amazing. Not only does it smells good, it tastes even better. And that's it for this recipe. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more delicious recipes.